Morning. It's Sunday morning here again. I'm gonna head to the beach today, but first having just my breakfast, which should be no surprise, but is my golden oats. I look forward to it every weekend. It's so good. And not to just keep like referencing old stuff, but I'm also drinking the soup. Had to give it a shout out. So if you haven't watched that one, and the oats, they're my two previous videos where I kind of go through how I make my favorite breakfast, the oats, and then this drink, the soup, to detox and start my day off. But yeah, just enjoying that out here in the sun because it was really cold in the house, so I just wanted to get out here and warm up a little bit. And it's also just nice to enjoy the view on such a lovely day. But yeah, I'm gonna head up to the beach, up to Stinson Beach, which is north of the Golden Gate Bridge. And I actually haven't been to this beach before. I usually drive south to like around Santa Cruz. It's a little closer to where I live here, but I'm gonna pick up my friend, and he lives up in the city, so I'm gonna pick him up, and then we're gonna go a little bit north and hit that beach. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to the sand, the view, the waves, doing some beach yoga. It's like one of my favorite things. It's kind of, I don't know, sounds lame and maybe cliche here, but it's really one of my favorite things to do is to just do yoga at the beach. It's just something, I don't know, with like the view of the ocean and the waves and everything that really puts you into this like state, shall we say, this like deep primal, like, I don't know, like I could be living in a jungle or something. This is just what I do. So looking forward to it. So friend has to be back around 4 o'clock. So we're not going to stay too long, but should be good because I do need to be a little bit more productive in my weekend so far, so I'm getting back earlier and catching up on like laundry, bills, all that fun stuff, expenses, never-ending admin stuff to do, so maybe put a little bit more of a dent in that this afternoon, which would be nice, and then maybe just go for a walk or something around here. I think it's gonna be a really nice day. But what else is new? God, California. It's such a change from, you know, where I lived 99% of my life till now, in Central Florida, which I'm sure if you've watched the news, they have very different weather than us at the moment, and they just had that hurricane, which didn't really affect my family or where I was, which was around Orlando. But typical October, you know, just like the hurricane season. There's always a couple there at the tail end that gotta like shake it up a little bit. But yeah, here it's just crisp air. It's always sunny. It's always sunny. It's also a very good show. And I don't know. It's pretty close to perfect, I would say. Minus the fact that it's usually in a drought, which is unfortunate. But as far as living here, being able to enjoy the outdoor activities and everything like that, couldn't really be a better place. I mean, I haven't been to all the places, but I feel like this one would be high up on the best places to live list. I'd vote for it. What else is going on? I don't know. Oh. When I go to the beach, I was thinking it might be cool if I did like a little 5 or 10 minute workout. Probably gonna do like abs focus, because I feel like those are my favorite to do like in those really short amounts of time, because I feel like you can actually really get a lot of benefit even if for just that short amount of time. And you don't need like much, so I'll just be having like a yoga mat with me. I'm sure that'll probably be it that I'm gonna bring with me, but it is me, so you never know. I like to like throw in bands and random stuff from time to time, but yeah, I was thinking maybe I would film like a 5 to 10 minute ab workout. Could be cool. You're at the beach, so it's got a nice little backdrop there. And then, yeah, I figured I would just kind of write it out once I got to the beach and decided on what I felt like doing at that moment. Because that's really how I kind of approach fitness and exercise anymore, rather than having like set days to do set body parts and specific reps and movements that you want to do. I mean, to an extent, yes, but I much prefer these days of just doing that day, that hour even, exactly what my body like is wanting and what would make it like feel the best. So if that's just 5 minutes of some stretching, that's gonna be it. You know, not every day I feel like I need to like really go crazy and just like lift all the weights and all the jumping stuff and all that jazz. I do love it, you know, it's great to detox and let out stress and things like that. So again, it kind of just like depends on the mood when I would do something like that as opposed to something slower. But I think it's important to just, well, one, have both. You gotta mix it up, keep your body guessing and all that stuff, try new things. But just also to be, you know, I feel like everybody says this like all day, every day anymore, but it's true. You just have to listen to your body, and it knows best, and it will respond better when you're, you know, giving it what it's asking for. So if it wants something like yin yoga, you know, where you just like are doing like these like simple kind of seemingly poses, but holding them for a good amount of time, that can like have incredible benefits. It varies person to person, that's for sure. So everyone likes what they like, you know. But yeah, so I will just feel that one out as far as the workout that I'm gonna devise later when I actually get to the beach and like see how we're feeling, see what the scene is, all that good stuff. But yeah, I thought that'd be something fun to do, and hopefully they're enjoyable. I feel like these are one of my favorite kind of videos to search when I'm on YouTube, is for like quick ab workouts from, you know, like athletes that I would respect, or kind of, they look like they're in line with what I like. And so if you can kind of identify with me in that way, I think these would be a good option for you as well. So maybe I will do more of them depending on how I do and how it goes over and all those things. But yeah, we'll see it later. And then I think for now I need to throw this oatmeal back because I need to go get on the road, go pick up my friend, and then head on up to the beach, because it is actually in total I think like an hour-and-a-half drive from where I currently am. So got a bit on the road to go, but I love driving, so we'll put on some good music, we'll put the windows down, and it'll be lovely too. So enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you on the beach. Woo! And now we snack. That's right. Whoa, that's banana bread. Yeah, get excited. Okay, so I know I said I was gonna record my ab workout at the beach, but the footage just didn't end up working out how I liked it, so I came back home that evening and re-performed it during the sunset. So I just did the exact same circuit. It's about 10 minutes long. I've included the exact movement, reps, descriptions, and everything down below, so you can just check it out down there, and I'll also be just showing you through it here in a moment. So yeah, just gonna start it off by setting the mood, lighting the candle. It's always kind of nice, setting the intention, And then just to kind of warm up and get in the zone, I like to do a couple just over the head stretches, just kind of stretching the spine as much as I can, and it kind of also at the same time helps to stretch out my abs and kind of wake them up. Just give them a little test. So with that, let's get started, and we're first just gonna come onto our backs. And the first exercise will be just kind of your traditional crunch. Gonna do 20 reps of those. But before getting into it, again, just a couple deep breaths to connect your mind to your muscle. I think that's very important, especially I find when it comes to ab workout. So just do a couple of those, and then we shall get into it. Okay, so bringing your legs in a parallel position to the floor, we're gonna get into those crunches. So I like putting this kind of at the beginning of most of the ab workouts that I do, just because I find just its simple, basic nature is a good way just to gently wake them up. So yeah, starting off with these. And I would say for this movement, you should be feeling it most, I would say, in your upper abs. So as you're doing this, just be sure to think about those muscles and really crunching as you come up. And you just want to keep your hands behind your head and not try to strain the neck while you're coming up. And that's it. Moving on to the next, we will be getting into a plank position. And the first exercise we're gonna do here is some knee to elbows. So alternating sides here, you're gonna bring your opposite knee to your opposite elbow in another kind of crunch variant here. And this targets, I would say, also your obliques in this way, since you're coming across your body there. But it's still gonna kind of recruit all of the lower and upper abs as you're doing the crunch. So just make sure that you are thinking of all of these different parts as you're going through it, so that you can really maximize the benefits there. Okay, and now we're gonna just do 10 plank to pike press ups. And this is kind of yoga related, I would say. So if you're familiar with pressing up into downward dog and lowering down into plank, it's obviously very similar to that, in that you really want to be just kind of rolling your vertebrae as you're going down, feeling each piece, and then pressing up in the same kind of reverse motion. And just doing 10 of those. Not only is this one a good exercise for the lower abs, but obviously you're going to be working your upper body, specifically your shoulders and your triceps when you're pressing back. So it's kind of a good multi-purpose exercise here. So just feeling all of that, and only 10 reps, so no big deal. We've got this. Okay, and now holding that plank position, just gonna do some shoulder taps here, where we tap opposite hand to opposite shoulder and trying to hold kind of our lower body and torso in line the whole time, trying not to move it. Obviously you can see I am moving a little bit here, so it's gonna happen, but as much as you can minimize that, you'll be working your abs the best. Okay, so now we're gonna come onto our backs again. So just make your way down to the mat with intention. So rolling the spine down as you make your way. And we're gonna go into 10 sit-ups. So hollowing out your back as you lower down, reaching your hands over your head, and then using your core to bring yourself up and reach up, forward, and then back down again. So it's kind of a full body movement here, where you definitely, obviously you're going to be doing, or you should be using your abs to move here, but also engaging the spine and your quads so that we're not lifting our feet off the ground. We want to glue the feet to the ground so that way you're getting the full benefit from all those different body parts. And breathing is important here too. So we exhale as we go down, inhale as we go up. Okay, I'm gonna adjust here a little bit and then get into our next exercise, which are 20 reps of these leg drops with a twist. And so we're gonna do kind of a scissoring motion here as we lower and raise our legs, which adds an extra bit of challenge, I find. And if you're not able to quite lower your legs as much as I'm doing here, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing it kind of within the range that you're able to maintain a good lower ab connection. So you don't want to be, raising your back up or kind of having to compromise your form. So just do it at your level and you'll get better with practice. Okay, so next exercise here is going to be, after another little bit of adjustment, these crunch reaches. So it's going to be your opposite arm to your opposite leg, keeping both outright and crunching. And so this is another one that's, I would say, just a full ab experience where your lower, your upper, and your sides are going to be involved in this motion. So it's definitely a very efficient movement that I feel like I probably use in every ab workout that I end up doing. I like this one a lot. And you just want to do 10 reps on each side. So we'll switch over now to our opposite. After a couple little deep breaths. But with this, again, you want to make sure that you're not straining your neck as you're coming up for the crunch, and that it's really just coming from your core, the power and where you're feeling that burn. So just make sure you're thinking about each time you come up that it's coming there. And you'll also probably get a bit of a workout for your quads too for this one. I definitely find that for myself, is that quads have to do a little bit of work as well. Okay, and now this is going to be our last exercise here. So 10 reps of reverse crunches. And so you're just going to bring your legs out into a boat pose and then roll it and tuck your knees to your chest. It's kind of a classic move here, and there's a reason for it. It gives you a very good burn after only just a few reps, especially if you're really thinking about each movement. So really focus on keeping your lower abs glued to the mat when your legs are outstretched, but then engaging your upper abs when you come in for that crunch. And that will do it. It's a total of 10 minutes, so doing once will be just fine, or if you want to do it twice, even better. But I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and now this is just some after footage of me just messing around. I like to do this kind of after I've done maybe more structured routine or something set up. I like to always take a little bit of time just to play on the mat. And this is also a very good ab exercise to do while you're warmed up with the abs. If you're able to get into a headstand or anything like that, I sometimes like to mess around with that. And it's a good way just to probably engage some different muscles by doing that. But I'm just, having fun. I'm watching the sun go down from upside down, so it's a good time. But I hope you enjoyed this workout. This is kind of typical of something I would do probably every other day, I would say. It, like you saw here, it doesn't have to be anything long or lengthy. 10 minutes is definitely sufficient. I've done, 5 minutes before, totally fine too. You can make it as intense as you need to, given like time constraints. It's all about really just putting that mind to muscle connection and doing quality movements more than, spending a ton of time on something. So totally sufficient in that way. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I definitely would love to record more of these things, and I'm hoping, to get better in just the editing and recording and all that stuff. Making things more time-based instead of just rep-based would be cool, because I love doing that too, just setting a timer and doing intervals. Things like that also is fun for me. But yeah, another week, and I hope you enjoyed this. Woo! Yeah, just feeling that after workout endorphins. So yeah, please let me know if there are any specific workouts that you'd like me to film or share with you as far as what I like to do. I like to do a nice variety, I would say. But abs is always, I feel like, a good one that can be done any old time. So yeah, let me know how you liked it, and any suggestions for future videos. Would love to hear it. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed it. Or I guess that's not correct to say. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. It would mean a great deal to me, and it helps, give my channel a little bit of visibility, and that way we can just make it the best that we can and all that good stuff. So thank you so much yet again for choosing to spend a couple minutes of your day with me. I had fun. Hope you did too, and goodbye.